The very latest here, guys, and this just, breaking before we went on the air this afternoon. Mike Fisher return.
Yeah.
Nashville on the ice at Bridgestone.
Mm-hmm.
What do you make of this?
My first thought was that this was the plan all along.
To rest.
Take the half season off.
Get
and then-
rested up.
You come back after the All-Star break.
So where once upon a time,
That's my guess.
To save cap
Not
money.
saying
To save cap money.
Mac or to save his body, to make sure that he's
refreshed.
in good shape physically, that he can't go 82 games, but he'll come back for the stretch drive.
So we have guys that miss training camp and can never get their game going.
Like, think about it for a second.
No, I'm
right?
just trying to think. Well,
Think about it. What do you go into the Christmas break and say, no, this is, you don't just come up with this idea 2 weeks ago or a month ago.
You know what? That's an interesting take, because once upon a time, and you guys will remember this better than I will, Reijo Ruotsalainen would play in Europe, and then Edmonton would bring him in for the playoff run.
But he was playing.
But he was playing.
Hey.
Minnesota would do the same thing with Ron Wilson, who I think played in Italy, light schedule, come in late in the season. So it's not exactly unheard of.
We won the Stanley Cup in '94, and Steve Larmer could barely get up out of his stall to go to the table and stick his 27 pieces of gum in his mouth. Okay?
Yep.
And the following year, the Rangers, Coley, everybody said to Larms, listen, come back next year. You play whatever you want, however many games you want. Come back Christmas, come back after, come whenever you want. But we want you back again next year. He said, nope. And what was amazing, too, and to tell you about the character of Steve Larmer, still had $1.3 million on his contract. Said, no, I can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
But we would have gladly taken him the same way Nashville's now taking back Fisher.
Mike Fisher. So the question becomes, where's the spot for Mike Fisher? We thought you make the Kyle Turris trade, all of a sudden you have Ryan Johansson, Kyle Turris, number 1, 2. The Bonino deal, he's in as your number 3. Are we saying to ourselves that now Mike Fisher is a fourth-line center, or should we not even assume that he's a center anymore, that he's playing wing somewhere?
I just think that he's a experienced, solid, defensive, playoff-type player.
Yeah, I
who can come in and fill in a variety of roles.
Wouldn't even slot him. Wouldn't even think about it. It is just strictly a depth move with one of the most respected people,
right,
in the organization.
And who knows what happens to them injury-wise? We're seeing guys going down every day, with injuries. Who knows where he fits in at the end of the day? But it's a pretty nice addition for the Nashville Predators when you know what you've got in the dressing room. Not quite 100% sure what you're going to have on the ice, but you got a pretty good idea because of the character he plays with. So it's a lucky move for them. I think
that's
planned or not. It's a good.
That's one theory. The other theory I have is him and the wife. They just need the money.
Yeah, he's
he's
sick of touring.
Some real tag days for the Underwoods.
Like it's how tough it is traveling. The travel I have to do.
Oh, I know.
This has been on a bus. Got to go on, and he goes on a bus. She goes on the private plane. He goes on a bus with the band.
Maybe he had one commercial flight and he said, "That's it. I'm coming back."